Where are we going, Mr. A&R Man?
We're going to my partner to play me music. You got your demo?
No.
You don't have a demo?
No.
Kev joins us.
MySpace or Facebook or anything?
MySpace? No.
Chatting
No,
with
I just...
the Hulk himself,
I told you,
Mark Ruffalo, this morning.
That's right. I'm so excited to be here. Mark Ruffalo is joining us live from London. Mark, good morning to you, sir. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Good. How are you, Washington, D.C.?
Yes,
Dude, doing great.
Well, thank you. We love you.
It is an absolute honor to have you on.
Thank you.
I think Zodiac's one of the greatest movies of all time. I just wanted to tell you that real quick. It's a masterpiece.
Agreed.
Thank you very much. I agree. Thank you.
I want to bring this up because right now, I know you're in London right now, and you're shooting Avengers 2. Are you actually off today? Did you shoot this morning, or is this just an off day for you?
I have an off day. I worked yesterday and I'm working tomorrow, so we fit this in today to talk to you guys.
That's awesome. Now, there's a great scene in the film when after you lose your job and you're sitting there in the bar and Keira Knightley starts singing this song, and you go up to her and you tell her this song just changed your life. And I want to ask you, looking over your life, is there a couple of songs that you could think of that had that changing life experience on you?
Well, you know, I grew up in the '80s when there was the whole punk movement sort of was coming along, and there were bands that were kind of socially conscious bands that that were very influential on me as a young man, and have been influential. It's kind of set a course for me throughout my life. So I definitely see how music inspires or add something to people and their life. That's for sure. Now,
Mark, there's an interesting element in this film with Adam Levine's character. I know it's a cliche question to ask an actor, like how you stay grounded or how you not let fame get to you, but his character lets the fame get to him and changes the way he treats Keira Knightley and kind of puts her to the side. So I'm wondering, as an actor yourself, and as you become more famous and get more roles, and obviously with Avengers, is there a conscious effort to not let the fame affect who you become? Is that something you have to think about?
Yeah, I think, you know, I say that I was blessed by a very slow start as an actor, and it took me a long time to actually be able to support myself acting, and so I have a real deep appreciation for it, and I saw a lot of people before me sort of get caught in the trap of believing their own press and so on and so forth. I do think it's something you got to watch out for, you know, and to being humble and living in a certain reality, I think is good for anybody, no matter what business they're in.
Totally agree. Now, Mark, your character is a music executive who loses his job, and as I said earlier, you find Keira Knightley in a bar. She's a young musician. I always wanted to know this. There's a shot in the movie where you and Mos Def are on a Rolling Stone cover together. Do you guys actually do a photo shoot for that moment, or do they just take photos of you and put them together on the magazine cover?
They do Photoshop that a lot of times. Sometimes for that one, they just Photoshopped it. A lot of times they will actually do a photo shoot, but that one is Photoshopped, and I kind of think it looks like it too a little bit.
Hey, Mark, you talked about growing up in the '80s, and you know, I don't know if you know it or not, but Kevin, who you've been talking to the most here, and also our traffic reporter Julie Wright, they are from the 757. They're also from Virginia Beach, and I know you spent a lot of time in Virginia as a youngster growing up. So I'm just curious, you know, if you ever get back to Virginia, or if you get a chance to, if you had a chance to spend time here in Washington when you were growing up.
Do you still have a 757 area code number on your phone?
No, I haven't been back in a while. You know, I had a lot of friends who were there, and everyone sort of split out. I should get back there. I was back there a few years ago. I probably have a reunion coming up at some point. Farthest I got up was to Bethesda, and of course we took the school DC trip, but
right.
You know, that doesn't really count.
Mark, really quick, I think one of the greatest scenes in the history of cinema, because I got epic nerd tears when I saw it, was the scene in Avengers when you take Loki and you just pound him on the ground,
yeah.
and you say, "Puny God." Yes. Was that actually you filming it in a mocap suit, or was that all CGI Hulk?
That's all the stuff that you see the Hulk do. I did in a motion capture suit in one place or another. We shot that in the on-set one afternoon when we had a few extra moments in my motion capture suit in the painting department with a bunch of and Loki was a piece of pipe foam.
That's so awesome, Mark.
the secret.
Thank you so much. Begin Again is in theaters right now. You are awesome. We love you, and thank you for coming on the show today. Go see the movie Begin Again in theaters right now.
And Mark, if you make it back to Bethesda, come see us. We're right down the street.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
All right, cool.
And Zodiac is amazing.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Oh, the
Nice
movie
little
looks
guy.
really cool.
Seems like a nice guy.
That's genuine.
When he
Yeah.
pounds Loki on the ground,
no.
he's just like, puny God, and he's like beating him to the ground. That was
My
one of the
favorite
coolest
line,
scene ever.
and you can attest to this. I will go on looking for T-shirts after I love anything, and when she says, "Get angry," and he says, "That's my secret. I'm always angry."
Yeah.
I can really relate to that.
Yeah.
I won't, don't be scared, but I can relate to that, and I
You're
love
always
when
angry?
he said that. Well, I can, underneath it,
It
I'm
is
ready to go.
one of the most
She is a
epic.
Hulkist,
I'm ready to
trust
go.
me.
When he walks away and says that, and then goes into the Hulk in the event. I mean, and they're shooting Avengers 2, as you just said. He had an off day. It's kind of cool.
Thanks,
So,
Kev.
Thanks, guys.
We're about